Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Thanks so much for clicking. If that means a lot to you guys, keep clicking. If you guys keep clicking, I'll keep making. And today, I want to kind of do a part two of a video that I did in the past week about why the Survivor Reddit hates me, and I want to do why Survivor Twitter hates me. I seem to be hated by these large hive mind echo chamber type of groups, and for good reason, right? I mean, someone like me calling out their nonsense, they hate that, and I get that. I mean, if you have no argument, if you can't rationalize your own views, you have to shut down every single person who disagrees with you in order to kind of keep a protective bubble around your argument and keep a monopoly over the discourse that happens. And of course, these people will kind of hide behind their screens, but they will angrily and outwardly type on Twitter extremely crazy stuff, and that's what we're gonna look at today. And it's pretty crazy, so I'm pretty excited to get into some of this ridiculousness. If you haven't already, like, share, subscribe, do all that good stuff because it's free, it's easy, and it really helps the channel out. All right, the first one says, Survivor Spencer, when I catch you ... F you MFN misogynist bitch. So obviously very cordial. They are. They obviously have great arguments. I mean, as you saw, that was just so filled with facts and logic and rationale. No, I'm just kidding. These people have no idea what they're talking about, and the only way that they know how to communicate, that they know how to articulate themselves, is either by attacking or playing the victim. So they're either trying to make you a victim or playing the victim. And this is why I always say these people are so focused on victimhood. They only see oppressor and oppressee. They don't see right and wrong. They just see who is being a victim and who is not. And in both of those cases, for them, they feel like they're in power. If they're a victim, they can always play that card. They can always fall back on that by just saying, well, I'm a victim here. Or if they attack you, then they're going to go aggressive on you. And if you try and argue back to someone screaming at you, you're going to look kind of soft. And so these people try and back you into a corner, but the best thing to do is just laugh at this. I mean, if someone does this to you, you're obviously disrupting like thorough amounts of hours of their sleep. So I think it's pretty cute. Let's just say I'm not losing sleep. This next person says, I don't like that the first three boots were all women. And then she replied to her own tweet because, of course, she has no friends to reply to her own tweet. She says, I'm sure Survivor Spencer is creaming at the thought of that, though. I don't know why this person is imagining me creaming. First of all, that's quite inappropriate. I'm a minor, so I don't know. Hopefully you're also a minor, because that'd be very unfortunate for your legal team there, partner. But on top of that, I think the more interesting thing is the horrible argument she makes. So the first part of it is her original tweet saying, I don't like that the first three boots were women. Why do you care? Like, why are you paying attention to it? We're over here talking strategy or talking like character or talking about the edit, and you're over there like, you know what what I'm looking at? Race and gender. And it's just like, I just don't understand like how these people are supposed to be the non-racist people, and then all of us are supposed to be the horrible racist people. It's like they're the one looking at race. You're the one bringing victimhood and race and gender into it. And so for her to bring gender into a situation, to me, that had nothing to do with it, was her own fault, not mine. And the second part, where she assumes that I would be very happy with three women going in the first three boots. I don't know where she's got that from. I've never said that. She's just making things up. And of course, making things up is a pivotal part of her argument. There's no way she has an argument without doing so. This next one says, if I ever got on Survivor and Survivor Spencer makes a video about me, it will be an honor. The idea that I'm so annoying to a conservative teenager that he feels the need to make an entire video complaining about me would be so funny. I don't know, man. I mean, if I got on Survivor, you know whose opinion I wouldn't care about? Like, you know who I'm not waiting on to make a video about me? Rowan Moon 3791. Yeah. I'm all straight with that, bro. And that's what I'm saying, is like, these people, I live rent free in their head, and yet I wouldn't be able to tell you his name. Like what I just read out, I would not be able to tell you his name right now. And that's the sad part, is like, these people are so invested in, encapsulated in my videos and what I'm saying, and yet they claim to hate me so much. Maybe you love me. I don't know. All right, this next one says, and it's pretty long. So one guy who doesn't know me says, "Isn't Survivor Spencer that racist dude?" Question mark. And then a person that I've been notified is very obsessed with me, like spends every minute of every day on his Twitter account talking about me. Of course, I don't really know who this dude is. He's completely irrelevant. But his name is Survivor Fan Dan. Survivor Fan Dan says he's very racist. He will excuse it as him being black, but he said a bunch of bad things about Janine preseason and actively roots for right-wing white guys with no real reason but to, quote, stand out from other YouTubers that have real taste. Okay, first of all, I know about 5 Survivor YouTubers who have good taste. I can put them on my hand, and I don't know who else to talk about. Listen, I'm not going to fire out any shots. I kind of already have. Go check out my downfall of our hat video. But I think this guy's kind of crazy. I have not once rooted for a right-wing guy in the 3 seasons of covering my channel, because all of these new era seasons don't even cast them. It's not possible. They only cast liberals and Democrats. So how can I only root for right-wing white men? I don't understand. Like, there's been none, zero. The closest is Daniel, who has said himself that he is an old school liberal. Like, I don't understand what these people in their head think is going on. These people, I guess maybe they just want to think that the show is still casting white men who are right wing, when in reality they won. Like, the show is casting people like them, and yet they obviously still want to hold that victim role. So they're going to continue to lie and say, well, no, the show needs to cast more of us. It's like, no, you're the only people being cast on the show. So that's very stupid. And then on top of that, the idea that I'd be racist to my own race, I don't see the point of that. Make it make sense, please, because I would love for it to make sense. But until you do, until I get more than screaming, crying, and yelling and throwing a temper tantrum like a 3-year-old, there's just not that much there for me, to be honest. I have a few more, but I'm gonna cut this one short. If you guys want a part 2 of this, like the video. Let's get to like maybe, I don't know, like 100 likes maybe, and we'll do a part 2. The main thing that I want to touch on is just this hive mindness, right? On Twitter, they all live in this bubble where all this stuff actually makes sense to them. Like, there's something that clicks in their head, and they're like, "Yep, nope, facts, bro, facts." And it's like, you've gotten to that level. Touch some grass. Please go touch some grass, make some friends, see a woman, something, man, something. But as always, none of this happens without you guys. Without you guys, I'm sure you guys speaking weird microphones. So as always, thank you. And if that's what I'll talk to you guys in the next one. Peace.